Venice resident for the past 20 years. I came here this evening because I do have concerns with the RVs, the homeless, and Chief Bratton's, the chief of police that left, his broken windows policy kind of left us in the lurch. We don't have the violent crimes. Venice does need a lot more presence by the police. That sweep or the outreach program that happened in February, I myself saw an immediate impact, and just more of that is needed for this area. In the past few months, I've had a knife pulled on me because a guy was urinating on my building. I own a few buildings on income property. I've had a knife pulled on me. I've gotten into altercation with two guys because they were urinating. People build large fences here. I'm not for the tall fences, but the reason why they do that is to keep homeless. We also have a lot of transient. What I mean by transient is like tourists. They drive a couple hours, they're stuck in traffic, they park, and then they walk 15 minutes to the beach. There's no facilities for them, so they cut in between the buildings, use that for their restrooms. So people build these fences because, they don't want their gardens, being litter boxes or, places where people use them for toilets. I've called the police a few times for assistance. There's one time I called about 3 in the afternoon. There was a guy drinking on the property. He was actually on the property adjacent to mine. And, I knew when he finished his 40-ounce bottle, he was going to urinate on my wall. And I just didn't want the confrontation that day. It was about 3 o'clock when I called. They showed up at 11 o'clock. They called me up on the phone and said, well, he's not here now. And I kind of always remember that because it's kind of funny that they show up several hours later. But because it was low priority, I understand that. That's why I do think Venice does need more police, to help us out with that. The RV parking situation, it's being tested in several places. Santa Barbara for one, Upland was another place that it was tested. In Upland, I don't know what's going on so much right now in Santa Barbara. In Upland, they did it for the homeless, for the community. When word got out, it mushroomed to like 30,000 people that were living on this lot. They didn't have the facilities yet. They have it now. I think they have it now down to like less than 5,000. They have facilities. It's just a big vacant lot. I don't want to see that happen here in Venice. With the homeless situation, Venice has gone viral. Viral meaning with the internet. People know now, you go all over the internet, there's so much information. If the recessions hit you hard and you're in North Dakota, you're in Colorado, it doesn't matter where you're at. The word is you get $2,000, even $900, get it together, buy an RV, drive it to Venice, park, and you're at the beach. You live, people will feed you, you can panhandle, you can sell stuff on the beach. There's a lot of crime in the area that's involved with this. Downtown LA, the men's jail center, if you have nothing to get out of jail, they said, well, what can we give you? Well, here's a bus token. The 33 goes right there. They have a bus token. That's all they have. They'll feed me in Venice. They get on the bus. Boom, they're in our community. I'm all for helping the homeless in our community, but we're importing them from all over the states, all over this state. And, we need help,
Thank you. My name is Barbara Gibson, and I've been involved in this. I'm very nervous. Oh, okay. First, I would like to give you some pictures.
Hey, Barbara, can you lower the microphone? Thanks.
Okay. First, I also have to let you see this map. This is just a map. There's a place called St. Joseph Center. Okay. And this is 204 Hampton, where a lot of the campers and the homeless get their mail. Now, they used to be, the homeless drop-in center was right here. But two wonderful guys bought that property because now my tenants, well, first of all, I want to back up. My name is Barbara Gibson. I lived in Venice in 1970. My husband and I bought property in like 1973. We own property around Rose Avenue. I cleaned houses. I cleaned toilets so that we could get a better life. So I couldn't live at the beach. When we first came here, we had to live in Inglewood. I mean, the planes came straight over. I thought they were going to drop bombs on me. It was like those planes were so low. So I'm telling you, we get it that we're not compassionate, and that's not it. But it's not good for us. It's not good for the people. The housing first is one of the things that we need to do. But I want you to see the magnet. This thing is so big and so huge. The one woman talked about the Venice Pacific Plan. St. Joseph Center was allowed to take 5 Venice lots and tie them together, take 23 parking spaces away, and build a 30,000 square foot building. So this is political, this is money. Money comes from the federal government, comes in from the state, the county, all these nonprofits. I'm telling you, it's the cottage industry, there's so much money. And my thing, this is a big picture thing that I am begging somebody to please help us, the residents, the property owners, the people who are paying taxes, going to work every day. Who talks for us? We don't get pro bono attorneys. We have no one. Our council office is not looking out for us. For some reason, people think we're just going to work every day to take this. It's not right. So I have grandchildren. They live around here. Safety, you want to know why people build fences? Look, years ago, everybody had wide open yards. They don't now because they don't feel safe. I don't know if I said everything else that I needed to
Can you
say.
just explain to us what the St. Joseph Center, is that a homeless shelter?
St. Joseph's, they have a drop. First of all, they don't even provide housing. They connect people. So they try to do good work. But one of their manifestos says that they're kind people. They're kind to the people that are homeless, but they're not kind to their neighbors. We have to fight and fight. Right now, they're trying to change conditions that we've got tiny little conditions on them, and they're trying to change those. We don't have the money to fight them. They have Latham and Watkins as their attorneys pro bono. And I forgot to say, this is on the Catholic Church property. I called Monsignor Vatican. He has nothing to do with it. He said he would get me to one of St. Joseph's directors. You know who called me? The lady that I'm talking to all the time. So, what can I say? I don't know what to do. But also, with the homeless people, I want to help people, please. But people that are doing drugs, what can I say? Our oceans, everything. It's such a huge picture. I don't know where to go. I just got so excited that you guys were here. And I have to tell you, you know who I miss? Doug McIntyre. Please bring him back. You know, it has nothing to do with you. He at least was talking for people. But thank you, and here's a ton of pictures. I'm not lying.
Thank you.